What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of NoNamers podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Nestor.
I'm Turds McGee.
This is Adrian.
And Arthur.
Just Adrian. What up? If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel.
Yes, sir.
If you're listening to on iTunes, subscribe there and or leave a comment.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we've been trying to push this fucking YouTube thing, man. And
Slam that like button.
smash that like button. But it's been hard getting more subscribers. I feel like we've been stalling at 860. Like we're so close to a fucking 1,000. But yet so far, because 140 subs it's a lot.
Still, yeah, a lot.
You know, it's so if you guys could like fucking share and stuff like that, that'd be fucking dope. Also, there's like merch. We've made some couple t-shirts. 2 t-shirts exactly. Like, well, there's more in the store, but there's 2 t-shirts we made recently. If you guys want to check them out, I know people have always said that if there were shirts, they'd get them. So they're there. And there's more coming soon, hopefully.
There's liars out there.
So hopefully you guys like the designs. Give us feedback on them. You like them, you hate them. Or what do you guys want to see? Because I thought the first one.
Some no-namer nail polish would be hype.
I was like, I wanted to do like a 90s hip hop tee. But then I felt like it got too colluded. Like it just became a collage.
Yeah.
You know,
colluded.
It was colluded on. No, it became a collage. And I liked it. Honestly, I like it. But because I was just like, because it encapsulates us the last 4 years and like us as kids. There's like a bunch of shit on there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's us. Like, I was like, yo, there's love here, boy.
What do you mean?
Boy.
None of those memories, like all that shit. Like you could point at any of those pictures and know
Grab it, boy.
exactly where, like what video they're from, what era that's from. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? And then I thought, because I was like, I could add friends of the pod, guests, you know, past guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those fools are ugly though.
But then I was like, that shit don't make no sense. Like it'll be cool if we could do a friends and family one, but you know. But later on, I feel like let's just, you know, us, you know.
Yep.
Just stay focused on what's in front of us. Or have you slept at all?
Like an hour or two.
For the last
In the last what?
2 days? A day?
24?
Shit, boy.
That's a lot. Huh?
You look tired, man.
Yeah. I'm drained.
Are they still fucking with your you're gonna work weekends, you're not gonna work weekends?
I don't even know anymore, G.
They're just
They
fucking
haven't
with
said
you.
anything. Supposedly I'm working the day shift, but
But when?
Already?
no movement. No. There's still no movement on it. So it's like, well, fuck.
Because if they don't get the guard card, it takes a minute to get a guard card.
It does. It does.
Well, no. You forget that if you got to do the classes legitly, you got to go like 2 weekends or a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
8 hours.
Plus you gotta move weight.
Or you don't know if his homie doesn't pass the background check.
True.
Sometimes people
Forget that they do some bids or what?
you know that, or drug tests. Some people do.
That's another reason people fail.
Unless you do a 2-day cleanse.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
They butt cleanse?
Yo, you hate vinegar though. That day, that fool was like, I've been chugging vinegar all fucking day to pass that stupid test. I was like,
I didn't chug
This
vinegar.
fool's a savage.
what were you drinking?
I fasted for 3 days.
That fool said all he had was
And
hot dog
then,
water.
I fasted.
You got
for-
a stew going.
I fasted for 3 days, and
Just straight
on
hot dog
the
water.
3rd day I had bought that
that
supplement juice, whatever, so that your pee passes or whatever,
The Heinz ones.
and then a protein thing that
Just for
the guy
substance?
suggested. No, because he said if the majority of your pee is just the
It's
vitamins,
to help get your estrogen levels right.
Yeah, that's what it is. Your estrogen. You have to have high estrogen.
at all times.
So they could say that you're pregnant and shit.
Look
Yeah,
at
'cause
me,
it-
I'm all pregnant.
It's like, hey, dog, everything you're pissing on here is water. Like, what's going on?
Exactly. So you would fail then.
I'm sorry, I'm pregnant. Check my estrogen level. How can I be high if I'm pregnant? So I'm responsible.
I would never do that to my child. I thought you were like drinking Drano and shit. I thought you was doing some
Yeah,
fucking-
I was drinking Drano.
Not Drano, but like, what happened?
Nothing.
Oh, you don't want to read it out loud
Jesus.
for the class? No, but I remember you were panicking, dog. You were not. I thought
Well,
you
yeah,
were,
dude. I was like, oh, how old is he? Like 21?
That was
22?
no 20.
He's like, it was like 26.
It wasn't 26. It was 23 or some shit.
So this is the first time we're supposed to go and like get a.
It was like 4 years ago.
An actual drug test. I mean, shit,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be freaking out.
Well, it's not an actual drug test. He had to take a drug test because he needed to get a job because he had been caught with the weed, though.
No way, he was 22. He wasn't in school when he was 23.
No, it was like 20.
I said 4 years ago.
It was more
He's
than that.
26
Dude.
right
It's
now.
been
yeah,
like
dude,
5
he
years.
was working.
It was like, yeah, I was like,
He
I
worked
had
his whole last
22.
year.
It was like 22.
I told you, son.
Yeah, it
How
was
old
like
are you
22.
now?
26.
So what's 4 minus 26?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Stupid.
It was 21.
Economics major, though? Bro?
Reaganomics.
Oh,
I
it's
didn't
that?
drop out.
The trickle down effect.
Hey, when you start thinking that you gave ABM 5 years of your life, what do you start? Like, does that fuck with you or
Not really.
nah?
It's a chill job.
No. I mean, not the job, but it's just like, fuck, I've been here for 5 years.
If you worked in an office or you worked anywhere, dude.
They haven't caught a case yet, fool, so he feels like he got one over on them, bro.
He didn't say anything, bro.
Right, bro?
The vato he took advantage of. You're a bum, for no one's gonna believe you. I have the power, fool.
Welcome to the streets.
He kept blaming on that the old man couldn't see that far. fool.
But he had a mad fucking jaw, though. Fool.
The fool just beat it in the same booth at him without him knowing, bro. He was just silent, bro. He'd get off on that for not catching him, fool.
That's fucking crazy, dude. 5 years? No, but I mean, we did more, right? We worked at the club for 6.
I worked my senior, like half of my senior year, and
Yeah.
all throughout college, and a little bit after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5 years.
Yeah, like 5-6 years there.
Well, my current job is the longest I've been.
No, I
at
was
an
there
office.
a whole year after you left.
Yeah, because I got a job, and you, I don't know why you fucking.
Well, he hadn't graduated yet.
Oh, that's right.
I was still doing school and shit. I was still fucking around. Man, fucking failure after failure, dog.
I mean, I didn't want to say it. Why do you think that happened, though? What shut you down?
What fucked me up?
In all honesty, though.
The hairline.
Lost
Besides the point, fool.
the hair went, then
The confidence, huh?
the confidence. I don't know. I think
That has to be a reason, dog. I mean, you don't know.
you get complacent, dog. You start falling into a routine, and then you start blaming shit. You start blaming others. You start just saying like, you always feel like you got tomorrow. Feel like, oh, I'll start tomorrow, or
Yeah.
fuck it. Not like I'll start tomorrow. Yeah, actually, you just start not giving a fuck, and then you start caring. But then, like, you see that you've been sinking for a long ass time, and now it's not just like I need to get my shit together that's in front of me. Now you got to play catch up, and you're in a bigger and bigger hole till eventually you're in a fucking landfill, and there's no
There's no way out.
there's no way out, B, and then you're like, fuck.
You eat the trash.
You gotta just start eating the trash around you.
You gotta eat your way out of the landfill.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, because I don't know. There was always shit I blamed. There's always like this or that. Like, I don't know. Everyone told me
The immigrants.
the immigrants took our job. No, it won't blame everyone.
Immigrants took
Everyone's
my
like,
airline.
because my mom and my dad always blame like, yo, you gotta get over this chick. You being heartbroken is what fuck. Like, they think like a heartbreak broke me as a person. But I was like, I think I was broken before that, or I mean, I'm not saying that shit helped, but like, I think it exposed.
It was more of a catalyst than the actual.
It exposed who I was or
At that moment.
who I am. I don't know, because I was like, I
You're a fiend?
move away from talking about this shit because I feel like, I talk about it all the time. And I'm like, sometimes that's like, I don't know. I don't want to get repetitive with the pod, but no, yeah. I mean, I was there was fiendish behavior when I was in that, but no, when it broke me, I was just like, man, I've always half-assed it, and everything's always like, well, imagine like your whole life, everything it's been working out, but the thing is, like, you're a child, like, you don't even see that, like, everyone's just helping you. Your parents are like carrying you, so it feels like, oh, everything's worked out. I mean, everything I've ever wanted, I've been able to get. And then like you finally try at something, right? And you fail miserably, and then like the world starts crumbling, and then you're like, whoa, what? Like, should I start trying to this other shit? But then what if I fail? Plus, it's like I didn't choose the most convenient. Like, it's like I didn't have a set path of like, oh, I want to be a postal worker or something. Like, and not to shit on it. Like, there's no like. It wasn't like it's not like an easy. Well, not an easy, but
you get mad samples.
There's no.
You chose the arts, which is hard to find.
Yeah, I mean the arts is just kind of like
you're working for yourself, but you're working
because it's like either you work for free,
or the Jews,
or you get like long ass hour set. Like you work for free on a long ass set, and I just knew physically I couldn't do that shit.
So when I start pumping,
pay the dues.
I'm too much of a torta to be doing 14, 15-hour days standing up, running around. Like, I can't do it. Like, my legs... Dog, we shot what? Right now, we shot these 3 little challenge videos. This one, like, 4 hours, 5 hours. Fucking knees are killing me, dog. I was like...
And that's how long some YouTubers shoot for.
Yeah, and I'm like, dog, I can't cut it out in this fucking world. I mean... I can, because obviously we did it. But, no, in the world of, like...
I'm blasting myself away right now, bro.
But early on, I remember when I went to Santa Maria, I kind of was like, fuck. That whole jumping on set shit ain't gonna be for me. Just because, like, it's like it's like a construction site. Yeah. And, like, they just so happen to have a camera that they roll. Like, they'll roll for 1-2 shots, which is like 3 minutes, whatever the fuck.
Breaking down the old set, building the new set.
Everything else is just physical labor.
Yeah, that's what movies are.
And then I was just like, bruh.
That's why I never understood,
the first few hours I was... But the thing is, like, I didn't, like... I like that stuff, but I just never figured, I didn't think that's what... Like, I never thought...
There was work behind it.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't think I was over here.
It was going to be more of like creative stuff and not really like...
Well, write it. Well, I didn't know that there was like, there's lights. Like you have to set up lights and then you got to build up sets. And the thing, I always figured, I'll just direct, dog. Like, I just got to show up on set when everything's already built. I don't got to do that bullshit. You know, when I was a kid, obviously, and then... You start looking at the fierce reality is that none of that shit, like, that's not how, and none of this works.
Being a director.
Every single person on that set wants to be a director.
Well, not everyone, but some people accept that. That's
when you're a director, you're doing more work than that.
Yeah.
How many directors
you're learning how every single job is being done.
Well, not just that. They're there before everyone, and they leave after. Their hours are way more shitty than everyone.
They gotta be.
They're the coaches.
They're the coaches. They're running all the plays.
They're running. They're setting up the meetings before they have the meetings with the people they gotta have meetings.
Run dailies.
That's why being a coach is a bitch.
That shit's
motherfuckers have heart attacks and shit because they work too hard.
Divorces. Their kids don't know.
Yeah, man. So I mean,
but I think that's a thing that a lot of millennials run into is the whole that they actually have to work.
No, I mean, dude, having a job is a bitch, dog. Like that movie, what is it? That movie with De Niro where he's a bus driver and he tells his kid, like, dude, being a gangster, they're not tough
Bronx Tale?
They're not tough guys. I'm a tough guy. I wake up every morning and go work for fucking 8 hours.
I wake up and a bus driver, right?
He's a bus driver. I'm like, dude, I never, like as a kid, you never realize it because I'm like, dude, I mean, sure, my dad's like, go work with him, but that's not the same.
Yeah.
Now when you go day in, day out on the grind, it's like, fuck, this is the next 40 or 50 years of your life. You spent 1/3 of your life working, in theory, to fucking build a life, but it's like, what life is it? I don't know.
Grandiose.
The older I'm getting, like, the more I realize, or the more time passes, the older I'm fucking realizing that I am. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm getting old. We're getting old.
Fuck, dude, I know I'm old, but
Why do you say that?
No, in my early 20s, I always thought, I got time, bro. I got time.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, by 25, I won't be Ben Affleck B. I'm gonna be fucking killing it, dog. Getting Oscars and shit, dog. I mean, that was the plan, right? But boy, I don't know. It's tough. I'm not counting out, but I'm also not the guy who's like the band's gonna make it. I'm not telling you, dog. Every fucking listener look forward to me at the Oscars next year. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's still a dream. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. It's tough. It's weird to say I'm gonna quit on it, but I mean, because I don't want to, or like that's not. But it's just becoming like as time passes, it just seems like
A further and more distant dream.
No, it just seems like, oh fuck, it's gonna take more work. Am I up for it?
Well, that's what life is. Bro.
Do I want to put in the work?
Nah,
No,
that's not.
If and a lot of people put in the work and not necessarily
and they don't necessarily get
and
that
it's
chance.
more likely that you're never gonna get that chance.
There's probably thousands upon thousands of people in the art field who are trying to get that one chance. And
but they told me I was special my whole life, boy. So
everyone did, though.
But are you still willing to put in that work, though?
Oh, death.
Even with the possibility of
when it comes
to saying that, but are you doing it though?
Yeah.
Everyone says, "Yeah, I'll put in the work." But
I've been saying
they have to put in the work.
I've been saying I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. And like, dude, I bought the GMAT books. Because in theory, I was gonna go back to business school. And I haven't done it. I bought it though, right? I mean,
that's one step in the right direction.
Nah, but it's been 2 fucking years and the books.
It's not a step.
That's not a step.
Buying them and studying.
Doing it is doing it.
No,
he hasn't studied.
I cracked it open twice.
Well, that was just to see if it was the right edition.
I sold.
Yeah, edition 6. Cool. No, put it in the work. It's not like when it comes to this shit. Putting in the work's not the problem. It's the day-to-day shit. Like. To me,
putting in the work.
Putting in the work for this kind of stuff is easy to me. When I'm highly motivated,
is it easy?
That shit was draining to me, though. But
what?
It's not my thing.
What?
Like challenges.
Oh well, I mean that's just not for everyone. Like this YouTube shit isn't for everyone. Like I get it, like getting in front of the camera, doing reactions.
I don't
like
mind that shit. I mean, hanging out with the guy that was fucking. I was dying with everyone doing stupid shit, but
like it was work, right? Because you have to do it.
Well, no, because I got out.
But
of work
like the laughs and shit, that shit, like I don't know, that's fun.
Oh yeah.
But what you were saying that the work or.
No, I'm saying a lot of people say they're going to put in the work, but they don't put in the work. They just say they are.
It's like me being a diet for the last 3 months. Who am I lying to, dog?
Like that's what I mean. But like people say, like, yeah, I'll put in the work. But it's like, then why aren't you putting in the work then?
Yeah. I mean, shifts like things change, dog. I don't know. I feel like I've always come late to shit. I feel like I started like really late with the YouTube stuff, and now I'm just like. Man, I felt so insecure. I didn't want, like, I felt like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to shoot, like, it takes money. Like, there was always an excuse, right? Why not to do stuff. But I'm like, dude, within the last year or a year and a half since we started this fucking YouTube thing, we've built a little arsenal here, like, and helping doing the sound, and all the editing I've been doing. And I'm not telling you I could shoot something good or it's going to be bad or trash, but I'm just like, it's something. And I know I can do it and I could put it together because I never even thought I could put shit together, you know, but now we're fucking booking guests. We're trying to get bigger people. We're trying to get more stuff to happen. And then I'm like, well, I'm doing it. Like I could do it. It's not like this thing where I'm like nervous about, can I bring people together? Like I don't know, because I want to do that the keto guy, right? And I'm like, fuck, can I get
the short film that you wrote?
Right. I wrote an outline. I'm trying to. Oh, we'll talk about that later. But I want some notes from you guys, but because I want to shoot that short film before the end of this year. Because I was like, look, man, whether this YouTube shit takes a jump or not, like. I want to start actually shooting short films and entering festivals and like being a legit filmmaker.
Put in the work.
Because I was like, this YouTube shit is like, it's not fucking around because I love this shit. This shit's been low key like saving my life, dog. Because it like when I have footage, being at home is chill. I got shit to do, but just being here and just like applying to jobs and not like that routine where it doesn't involve working on something that's like creative.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking boring to me, dog. Which is why I've been like designing shirts, because I'm just like, I don't want to just sit here no more. Like if I'm home, I want to either be creating shirts. I'm trying to make a new logo. Just fucking reading up on the camera. Like there's always something that I want to learn. And then I'm also looking for like things I might need for this shoot. And I know Javi told me he's down to do it. And I'm like, I'm gonna take him up on it. Cause I was like, man, I'm not getting any younger. I've always thought like, oh man, I need to get older. I need to get more experience. I need to get wiser. Like that's the way I'm gonna tell good stories. But I don't know. I think that's bullshit. Like I think it's just like
you can't do it that route. It's just you have to have new experiences. You have to
know the daily grind.
Yeah,
just fucking something.
I think you have to have, like Art said, you have to have experiences though. You can't just be a recluse.
Exactly. Getting older isn't an experience. That's literally just getting older. That's time passing.
Yeah, and that's the thing where it's like that shit trips me out when I'm like, I'm older. But I don't see myself as older. But I know I'm like, because I still feel like, oh, I got time. I'm young. But then I'm like, oh fuck, no, I'm almost 30.
My great grandfather used to tell me that he felt 21, even though he was in his 90s. Like,
right
in his head, of course, he's always 21. He just looks at himself and he's old.
Yeah, that for like to party or what?
Nah, he was a good guy, and he literally.
He was young at heart.
At his heart, he said whenever he woke up, he always felt like 21.
Yeah, no, me too, dude.
Like that's where his mindset was. Shit. Like, yeah,
we've been doing the same shit for quite some time.
Yeah,
which is not it's nothing bad or anything.
Well, it's not about doing the same shit. It was just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain just because. Because I don't I wake up, I don't feel like I'm old, like an old person. I don't see myself in the mirror and see an old person.
No,
I probably will one day, and that's gonna fuck me up. Like one day I'm gonna wake up and be like, "Who's that?"
Yeah,
like it's like a fatter version of me, but I'd still see. You know what I mean? Like I look like a bigger fucking torta than I was in high school, but I still see the same guy.
That's been out in the sun too long.
Yeah, but it's like I have like these experiences and like I've seen shit. Like I've been enough through shit where I can handle the world like differently. Mm-hmm. Just because it's like I know there's like things that would have happened to me where I would have fucking snapped or said some shit, and now like I'm like and constantly in my head I'm 30. I can't do that shit. I can't snap at people. I can't just like I can't do shit like I used to. Or I'm trying to like be more conscious to people's feelings and people's positions, just because I understand like. That
sense of maturity.
Right. Yeah, I guess that also comes with maturing.
Sometimes you gotta eat pussy.
Sometimes you have to.
That's life, B.
Hey, man. People get lonely, bro.
They do.
People get lonely.
Loneliness I think it's a motherfucker the older you get.
Tell you what, B.
Think about it. The worst thing you could do to a prisoner is take him out.
Solitary.
Yeah, solitary confinement.
And they were rape. I mean, not all of them. They were bad people. I mean, some of them.
Like, they're hanging out with criminals.
The company they're keeping isn't all that.
Yeah, and that's the worst
positive.
thing to do.
There's a reason we're a social creature. Cabin fever exists for a reason.
Yeah, I never believed in it because
you do need to socialize. We're social creatures, even for us extroverts or introverts.
Yeah, intro.
Low key, man. I didn't want to tell the story because I was like, the other day I was gonna like, I was driving with my sister and I was gonna call her out on it, but I was like, for what?
What?
No, well,
what
happened? Well, no, because I invite my sister to do shit. I mean, people are like, she's stuck at home, and if I'm stuck at home too, I was like, you want to go to the movies? I'll invite her to the movies or something, right?
Yeah.
This time I needed to go pick up some clothes that I had tailored for my Mexico trip, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna go pick up that clothes.
You're a big timer.
And then we could go grab some food, and then I already had bought the tickets. We were gonna go watch Cars 3. And then we'll go watch the movie. She's like, well, I got this thing I gotta do in Pasadena. I gotta return my cable she bought a cable. She needed to return it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oof. I'm like, you're just gonna go and walk and return
You
it.
just got disinvited.
Like, you want to go all the way to fucking Pasadena to return a cable?
On my dime, B.
Like, you gotta go all the way
Filling
to.
up that tank.
You want to go all the way to fucking.
Cash your grass.
You want to go all the way to Pasadena to like, just to return a cable? Like, I'm like, wait, weren't you gonna buy a new iPad anyways? Like word around town is that you're gonna buy an iPad. I'm like, return that shit. Like, why buy a new cable? Cables are $30. Take your $30 and put those shits towards the iPad you're gonna buy regardless. I mean,
And what happened?
Yeah, well, we go, we buy it, then we come back. We were able to get food and still make it to the movie. We watched the movie. We're going out, and I'm like, it's still early. It's like 10. I'm like, just saw like the fucking new Tupac movie's about to start, and like the theater we went to wasn't like the regular assigned seating we went to. She's like, "What? You think I want to fucking be out all day with you? I want to go home." I was like, "What the fuck, dog?" Like literally,
You're not Adrian.
I fell like into the sunken place. So I just felt like sad, like that immediately.
You felt like a parent.
I was like, "This
is parents go through."
This is the first time I felt like, nigga, have I become a dad for like this is what dad like when I would tell my like I don't know, I don't remember telling my dad like I don't want to kick, like I don't want to do that. I just felt like
because you know they see it as it's a favor towards you. Like,
well, because I was
like she's hanging out with you because that's like she's doing you the solid.
Well, that's what I started thinking. It's like, wait, I thought this was mutual. I thought we enjoyed each other's company. We're laughing. You know,
to an extent.
We're making jokes.
She also wants to live her own life.
And then it hit me like, oh no, wait, she's not my friend. This isn't a friend thing. Like well, she just did it because she wanted
friend, but
she wanted to get out the house. And then it hit me where I'm like,
she was out the house enough, so she's like, I want to go back home.
Yeah, she doesn't want to like be out all day either.
Well, it's not that. It's
she
they come from the same tree. It's the same thing that Nestor would do sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
As soon as he was over it, he was over it.
As soon as he did what he had to do, it was like, okay, well,
I'm over it now. Yeah. Let's go home now.
But I was like, look, if these were her homies saying that shit,
she probably would want to hang out with. Yeah, it's her friend.
Exactly. Then I was like,
that's what we all are, though.
And then I'm like, what the fuck am I doing like that? Like, I'm over here trying to not convince her because I didn't fight her on it. I felt like immediately like sad, like. Where's my life at? Where I'm trying to fucking have like kick it with this kid,
with your 17-year-old sister.
Yeah, and like have like a relationship, like back and forth.
That's not bad.
No, it wasn't bad. I'm just telling you what happened. Like this is what happened to me this week.
Yeah,
because like
in a funk, that's a bad thing.
Oh no, because I mean when we were,
she's a teenager, you're an adult man. Like
no, because on the drive to Pasadena, I was trying to like, yo, so like school's coming up, like what, like. They were just
what classes you got? I got these classes.
No, I was trying to like, where are you gonna apply? Have you thought about this? Have you gone here? We were having that talk. I know no one else is asking shit like that. Like, she's like, where do you want to go? She's like, I want to go far away. Fuck these food. And I'm like, oh, what? Like, and then I was like, here are the pros and cons. You know, I'm not just telling. You know, I'm having a conversation about college. What do you want to do? Shit like that. And that's chill. Like, you know, she seemed to enjoy it. Yeah. But then when I'm like, hey, let's go watch the Tupac movie, she's like, what, are we gonna sneak into other movies like fucking poor people? I was like, what?
That's what got him.
That's hype.
She's like, I don't want to sneak into a movie like poor people.
He was trying to be the cool. They were like, hey, you know what? Let's go.
No, I just didn't want to go home. It's early enough. I mean, I want to see the Tupac movie.
She doesn't like attention being drawn to her either.
Yeah,
she doesn't want to sneak in there and then have
how
like,
much anxiety you would get if
and then have her. No, well, he likes sneaking in movies because he likes movies. Like he's
willing to take that risk.
But for her, it's like.
But for us to say, hey, let's sneak into this theme park.
But we've snuck into.
It's like me saying, let's sneak in this suite right here.
Yeah,
but we've snuck into movies before. I mean,
no, but movies are different because movies.
I think she just literally wanted to go home.
Or maybe she did just want to go
home. But for some reason, I was like, it took me to like, where is my life? You know what I mean? Like, then I was like, oh yeah, like being lonely sucks. Like not having someone that you could just be like,
well, you're an extrovert. You need somebody. I think
it's not just that though, man. You get to an age where like
you want a connection.
Time. No, it's just your time. You're gonna spend 5 days out of your week working, right?
Yeah.
So your time off, like you don't want it to be a waste. Because after a while, like, not doing shit on your days off sucks. Like, that shit, you feel like, why am I working? I'm wasting my time. Like, I should be doing something. And then the other thing is like, all right, now that I have the urge to do something, I need someone to do it with that's willing to do it.
Yeah.
And when you get to the point where you're like, oh, okay, so who can I do it with? And you start realizing that you don't really have anyone to do it with, that sucks. Then you're like, fuck.
And I think like I always have like people I hit up, but then I was like, sometimes if they don't hit me up, I feel like, oh, they're just living their life. You know what I mean? Like, we can't hit them up weekly. Like, Dick, let's do the same shit we always do. So that's why I didn't want to bother no one. You know? Huh? What? I'm sorry. I thought you said something. So I was like, I don't want to fucking bother nobody. So then I was like, fuck, bro. It just made me feel like, fuck, man, I miss having a connection with someone. Someone you can just hit them up. Like, someone that, like, legitly enjoys your time. And I'm not talking about friends. I was just like, fuck, dude. I need to start dating again. Like, fuck this shit. Like I need to start getting out there. Because, like...
It's cool. Like, homies are cool, but, like, you also want to stick your dick in something.
Not even...
And have a conversation with it, though.
With it?
With whatever it is. We don't know if it's a chick or a dude. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, man. I was just like, man.
Because it's a different level of intimacy.
Yeah, man. I was like, man, it's hard, dog. Like, I missed it right away. I was, man, we were like walking around this theater or staying up to like 4 or 5. No fuck. So you don't even have to, like, you want to sneak in? Like, God, I'm already in front of you, bro. You know, or bro, I'm already.
So I was like, what? Oh, bro. What bro was that? Bro?
Yeah,
someone
misspoke. But just like I don't know. It seems so easy, like flawless. I don't know. It just seemed
because it's a different kind of company.
It's a different kind. I haven't
like your homies are all cool, but like. You know what I mean? It's not like you grab their hand or like you start getting a little like intimate with them. Like, you know what I mean? It can't be that level of affectionate.
Yeah.
Because like you can still do it, but it's more of a joke, fool. But like, this is in a serious tone, fool. You know what I mean? Like,
little slap ass, a little.
Like, you can slap ass with your homies, or like pretend to kiss them, fool, make them uncomfortable. But like, again, that's like a different kind of fun or affection. But like where it actually means something, it's a different thing. It's a different feeling.
Yeah.
And not that I equated taking my sister out to dating for. It's just like I felt
I thought that's what we were going.
No, but I was just like, fuck, dog. I was just like, man, what the fuck am I doing in my life? I should be out here dating, like instead of wasting my time.
Well, that's why I try to push it on you because I think because the thing about life is like you actually have to do different experiences in your life, even if it's not the most comfortable thing, but like it will help you grow as a person in a different way. Cause like you get older and you start meeting these fools that never really been out or like had that connection with a female, and those dudes are kind of little weirdos.
No, they're big time weirdos.
Because because there's a piece of the social arsenal missing for them, like.
Yep.
And that shit starts like I don't know, it goes in a weird path. So.
Dude, when you go to like, let's say you're hanging out with like at a party and then. Some fool like, oh, I never get to go out. And then you see him go, like, I don't want to name parties, but like there was a party and some guys like, I never go out. My wife never lets me. Today she let me. And like how crazy they get. Or like, they're going to, I'm going to let loose today, boys. And it's just like, you start fucking, then you start seeing fucking sad for these cats.
2 a.m. on the 4th of July.
No, I hear you. No, and honestly, I was like, man, it's not like, I'm good with new people. I'm like, what the fuck is my like today?
But your problem isn't like being social with people. It's with females that like you're a little bit of a weirdo.
Am I? I don't know. You've seen
honestly, yeah, you be a little bit weirdo. Sometimes.
What do you mean I'm a weirdo?
Because like you feel like too how do I say this? Like you want it too much, or like there's a little bit of desperation to it. Yeah, like when people come off as too strong, or like there's just something about where like,
fam, like cool that shit.
Yeah, like you don't got enough sugar in your Kool-Aid, be like.
I don't sound like me, dog.
It is you, but
it is,
well, we all have a different self, like
how we look.
Perception.
Perception.
Yeah, we have a different perception of ourselves.
Low key, I try to tone it down. Like unless I don't give a fuck, like I'm not really trying to fuck. then I'm like, I'm just
that's
me.
your attitude to everything.
Right.
I just don't really want to fuck. And
Yeah, so you fucking half-ass it.
So you
act like an
you
asshole.
automatically go straight into asshole mode.
I'm not even talking
which
about
is
like
part of that. Which is part of that. Like that you
asshole
want
mode.
it.
I mean, I'm not an asshole because what? Am I being an asshole to all the guys too? I'm just being me.
No, but it's that the fact that like when I say that you want it too much, or like it's this desperation thing where it's like,
well, that's
because
only
you
about
go one way, you either go too strong or like you want to prove to
Or
whoever
so aloof.
you either want to prove it to yourself or to us that like or whoever's there that you really don't care this much that like
Uh-huh.
you completely say fuck it, dog.
Yeah.
It goes off the deep end.
Mm-hmm.
yo, dog.
Which is another sign of like that you really want it,
Yeah, but
you're too insecure to go for it. So like
Mhm.
you're like fuck this, I'm tanking it.
Mm-hmm. Make
when
sure
the
that
fuck
there's-
have I tanked something?
Ooh, so many times.
Well,
If 1 out of 4 women get raped,
that's funny, dog. Like,
but you know that's tanking it.
that's
Saying
not
that
funny.
statement.
Hey,
That's funny to
Hey,
us because
yo,
it's so awkward.
yo, but they're fucking facts. I'm not stating
No,
some
no, no, no,
fucking
yeah.
lies out here, right?
But it's just awkward, and that, I mean, I love awkward humor. It makes me die.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like that's tanking it. That's like saying, "Fuck it, I'm pushing it away before anything pops."
Yeah.
Unless she laughs. Then she's got my
But
sense
then
of
she doesn't.
humor.
She doesn't really laugh, and you
It's
keep
more of a
bringing it
polite.
up.
Yeah, it's more of a polite laugh, and you misread it, and you keep bringing that shit up.
You know what I mean?
You know what I never lost though is that whoever the fuck I'm with, if I'm around my friends or my brother,
You try to make me laugh.
I'm still gonna like my audience for my life though. My audience is always you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck who am I like
Well, I think that's
situations.
for all of us.
No, when I brought a date around, I wasn't acting like myself. I mean,
Yeah.
a little bit. But then...
No, you would sidestep. You'd come
Oh, well,
over
yeah.
here and then like
But-
say something and then go
But the
back
difference
to
is
it.
that you went out with her before, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
You had already showed a persona to her.
you had no. It's in the sense that he'd already gone out with
Oh.
her, so he was already getting that time in, that training in, the practicing of like.
But if
what
that
he
was
has to do.
if that was your first time meeting her and she's not an acquaintance, you're acting like yourself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm getting fucked up.
That's what I mean. Like that's what he's missing because he doesn't have that
Oh,
time that he's
sure.
put into
Sure.
like, hey, groom it out. Now
Oh,
for
like-
a minute now.
Like if I'm bringing some OkCupid chick to the group, am I still me or am I a different version of me?
You're a different version of you.
Everyone.
I mean, we saw it when you went out when you're early 20s. Like, you weren't yourself. You were.
Yeah.
And Loki hated me for that. Like I still hate me for that. I was like, man, I wish I would have just been myself though. What the fuck was I fucking hamming it up for bullshit? Like
That's what you do.
Yeah, but you
You
like
can't-
hamming it up.
You have to ham in slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I should have released crazy way early
You
on.
can't.
So.
If you
I
do,
should have been like texting her. You know, 1 out of 4 women get raped. Hey, and that's a statistical fact. I'm not just saying like it's not a threat. I'm just saying that hey, that shit happens.
There's implications.
But that's why, like, there's that thing that, like, because there's fools you meet that, like, them fools aren't around women, and you can tell they're not around women. Because then when they get around women, they start acting really, really weird.
aggro or like.
And then you're just like, what the fuck's up with this homeboy? Like, what's up with this fool, dog?
I could drink this whole beer. Watch me.
Yeah, they either goes too over the top because it's that whole factor of they're lonely and they're like, this is my shot.
Yeah.
And that's a terrible thing to see because it's like,
I
you
know,
feel really
it's
bad,
obvious,
dude.
yeah.
It's like, that sucks, dude. Or they get like really standoffish about shit. Like because again, they just don't feel comfortable in those waters and they need more practice with it.
I don't know. Like my analogy is like if there's a break on basketball and someone hands me the ball in a fast break, I never know.
You're mopping up the floor.
right?
I never.
Right, guys?
You know-
Isn't this
I
funny?
never know if
I'm the towel guy.
to just shoot it from downtown to start working the paint. Like I'm just like I always feel like I could open up lanes and shit. I could start talking to chicks like that. That's easy
That
to me.
was a weird reference for that.
No, I know. I don't know. I was just for some reason, but
But where do you start getting
man-to-man
got?
defense on
finishing
you?
finishing has always been my like. I'm not a finisher, dog.
You're not 42. You're not Mariano.
Never been. I
And
can't.
again, because that's what
Because-
you're missing.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you're good with socializing, like making friends. We're all good at that. If you put us next to people, we're good at socializing, making friends. But it's a different thing.
Not Adrian.
It's a different thing to close it out though.
I've always I'm the honey that had always attracted people towards us at parties, like when it was me and Adrian, like even like family gatherings, and then they probably stuck around because like they liked Adrian too.
Honey and vinegar.
They like Adrian.
Cool guy.
You can buy this house.
This one's got a meaty hog. What's not to like?
But yeah, man, finishing's always been tough for me, and
that's a skill you got to work at.
Yep.
I think
all you gotta do is go for it. In all honesty, that's what I learned.
That's all it is.
And that's the thing. I think it's like it's
all about like
that-
fuck it, B. I'm whipping it out.
Yeah, the worst thing's gonna happen. She's gonna say no, or she's gonna go for it.
And that happens a lot.
No, it's like dating. It's a numbers game. You fucking throw your net out there. Most of the time, you get nothing.
It's so harsh and no. No.
It's a definite no.
with a blade to your throat. All right.
Don't you ever fucking ask me that again.
All right. I mean, I meant it like a fact, not like I was gonna do it.
It's just a funny music. 1 in 4 women get raped.
But that's not tanking it. See, like, there's at parties.
It is tanking it.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, what the fuck? What do you go from there? Like,
watch me eat this earthworm. It's like, what chick's gonna want to fuck that guy? Like,
I think I kept saying that to Adrian, and chicks heard it. I wasn't saying that to chicks.
Yeah,
well, I was just saying like the worst reference I could be like of a chick being like mad turned off.
Well, where do you go from like women get raped for? Like, how's that a sexy subject to talk about?
Well, that's just because I'm like gender politics are in the forefront in society right now.
Tanking it.
That's solely that statement is solely to make us laugh.
That's like if I were to.
Well, but the thing is that you fuckers laugh. If you guys didn't laugh, then we switch it.
Well, then we would leave it mad awkward for you, dude.
Nah, I know. Well, like there's times at parties where I'm just like, when you start like vibing the room and then you just start feeling stronger and stronger, like, dog, I can't fail. Where like you're just feeding off the energy, so you get crazier and crazier. And, like, by the end of the night, you're just saying the wildest shit because at this point, no one's told you it's not cool. Yeah. No one's told you like, yo, maybe you shouldn't say that. That to me, that's the best. I feel like this is what fucking stand up feels like when you're killing it and you're gonna finish. Well, you never finish. Well, like it's a party or it's a social gathering. The more
you can go, the more you feel.
It's like obviously they're not gonna. It's not gonna end with a standing ovation, but that energy you feel from like making, like one controlling the room, learning how to like talk and like where then everyone starts turning towards you guys. Then now everyone's listening to your story. Then people are laughing and people you don't even know are laughing. So you're like, oh fuck, I'm killing it. So then like you're saying more shit and everyone's kind of engaged. And then like you say one joke and the fucking room's on fire and you're like, that's the fucking moments where I'm like, that's awesome. But then it's also like in those times where I'm like, fuck it, letting it fly and like, playing it by the fucking, playing it on the edge is where I've said some really crazy shit. I mean, sometimes because I feel comfortable, you guys are around. It's like, fuck, I don't give a shit. What are these people going to judge me? And other times just because like, to get that energy, to get that fucking, that little high, I think that like comedians get from, making a fucking room laugh. You're making strangers laugh, making fucking randos laugh, off something quick you just thought of or a story that happened to you. I mean, I feel like that shit's exhilarating. Yeah. But it's led me to be at parties and be like, yeah, fucking jerk off and rub my tits or whatever the fuck. And I mean, did it kill? Sure. But I mean,
this was embarrassing for me.
For you, but
I mean, I laughed.
But everyone else was laughing.
Were they? I mean, Juan was there. I think Arthur didn't go.
I was laughing because it's like, oh, this was crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, the fuck? I haven't brought a girl over, I don't think ever at that point.
That was the first one you like introduced.
Yeah, it's true.
And this was like, I'm going to make this feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
Wrong choice, buddy.
Yeah, basically.
Since you always do that to him, I guess.
No,
exactly. That's the point where it's like, why would he do it then?
Stay out of his way.
Well, because you're a decent person.
Yeah. I mean,
You don't need the constant validation of everyone's laughter and acceptance.
Laugh at me, Michael.
Laugh at me, everybody.
They're laughing.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
What's
Being-
that? You've always been an
Probably,
attention whore, though.
Huh?
Since we were kids.
Look
Yeah.
at me, guys.
Yeah. Since we were kids, you always wanted people to like, oh, they want people to like me, dog. But I mean, I guess
People to like me?
people to like you, laugh at your shit, be around you. Like, you don't like doing shit by yourself.
Yeah, but I think that's more of a. That's my mom. She doesn't like doing shit by herself.
If we were raised by the same person. I don't need that shit.
Cause, huh?
We were raised by the same person.
Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult when you become someone like you become your parents, and then you start being like, oh, fuck, I used to hate when they did this shit. Now that's who I've become.
Yeah. Well, I think you notice that you do it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then you're like, why the fuck do I do it? It's annoying. It's annoying when they did it. Why am I doing this to other people?
Because it's like you've always been that way. You just.
Because I remember my
That's
mom's
how
like,
you learn
"Oh,
how to
I'm gonna
react.
go to the store," and I'm like, "Yeah, go." She's like, "What? No, I don't want to go alone."
Nurture.
It's like, why? Why not? She's like, "I have you guys. Why would I go alone?"
Mm-hmm.
And it became a thing where it's like,
Now every time they want you to go somewhere.
like
you
they're like,
always
"Go
tell
over
Giselle.
here." Like, "Oh, just roll with me." Or Adrian, if Adrian's here, Adrian, roll with me. For what? I'm like, I want to go alone.
Yeah.
You know,
I just got off fucking work, tired as fuck. I just want to lay down. Yeah, come. You're not gonna go. You're not really gonna go. I was like, oh fuck.
why do they? I mean, I genuinely like spending time with you, but
Well, obviously, I'm a good time for me.
but I also just don't want to be alone. Like,
It's mostly because I will go by myself. I'm like, dude, fuck it.
don't get me wrong, I do like my alone time. Like the gym shit,
I told
like
you.
that's dope. Like driving there, getting my head on straight. It's just a time where you get to reflect and just talk, like be in your own head because you're not trying to make you're not trying to do nothing but what you went for, you know, or what you go for. That'd be
That's
fun.
what I do in my alone time.
Like, how would you do it for, or what?
I just plot
Wake
murders,
up, Arthur! Nah, it's his alarm.
What's his highness?
Oh shit! What does she want, dog?
Nothing.
Sounds that dick. But yeah,
What's that AAA bat? Man?
Yeah.
the AAA. But yeah, like I was like, man, dude, the other day I've been hanging out with my dad, or I don't know, we do shit together, and he's been trying to make an effort to talk. Cause I remember like when we would go to work, it's a 25-minute ride, and we both sit there quietly.
Yeah.
And these last few times, he's been trying to open up and talk to me.
Yeah.
And I'm the one now who's just like, oh, shut up. Like, being like staying quiet.
Same shit his sister did to him.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Well,
I
not
wanna
like,
fucking hang out with you, old man.
Karma, dog.
I'm just like, oh man, can we just get this shit over with? No, it's not that. It's just that my dad's fucking, how do I say it? He's crazy, bro. No, and the thing is that
What do you mean he's crazy?
he's neurotic, bro. Like, he starts talking about, and I was just like, am I crazier because I used to believe this man, or because I'm the same person?
Probably both.
What the fuck did we see, bro? That this fool started making up this story about how, like, yo, yeah. He started talking about one of the things he brought up on the drive over there is about how they probably move drugs with those the buses for like those, because on
What the
Olympic
fuck,
you always
dog?
see those buses
Doing their bus route.
no it's the
Exactly.
no, those double deckers, that the ones that do
Tour.
tours, yeah, they do like those fucking.
And that he's saying that people are moving drugs on them.
He's like, oh, what are they doing for? It's just, why do they need 15 buses? I was like, Dad, like, you haven't been, like, but he's never been to Sunset. So I was like, you don't see how many fucking tourists are out here, boy.
Yeah, no,
Like, there's a fuckload of tourists out here. Like,
But I love how he makes a story to rationalize what he's seen instead of thinking like.
there's tourists. They're like,
But that's what this fool does when
what's
we're out.
hilarious. It's the same thing.
I'm like, yo, B, there's just people doing things, huh?
Oh, that car has all its windows tinted, dog. You think that will kill someone?
the same guy that shot at me, big.
Yeah.
so I was trying to, you know, when we just went to eat right now, I was trying to connect the dots of why those dudes were fighting. The lady in the.
I think they were just talking, but
Yeah, they were just talking.
Korean sounds like, I mean, it's foreign.
Oh, we
I
don't
thought
know
they
if it's
were-
Korean food.
Or, I mean, I was trying to like.
There's just
Asian?
Asian foods. That-
Oriental.
It sounded like
There's
Korean.
Well, I don't know. There was this Asian couple fighting with their newborn baby.
Mhm.
But when I walked towards the restaurant, I tagged them already. I already had seen that they were arguing
Mhm.
because the baby wouldn't stop crying, and I don't know, he told her something.
Were they there when we walked to Reddit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't even
well,
notice them.
yeah.
Did you notice?
And when we walked,
I was too busy on like what kind of ice cream am I gonna get, B?
But I knew.
That's why I got me 3 scoops, B. I was like,
Hey,
I
when
can't
you-
make up my mind,
when
dog.
you can't pick a flavor, you just go.
You just go with all of them, B.
Go all in.
Too much.
Yeah.
I love sugar though. So I'm diabetic.
Diabetic.
That's why I love it, fam. I don't have a lot of it, fam. It'll kill me, fam.
But yeah, man. I started making up these.
So what was your story in your head?
Nah, I was just like, fuck, dog. He didn't want that kid.
Oh, I thought
He just says it like that's got merit.
no. In my
No, I
mind,
think it beat the story in his head.
in my mind, that bitch flirted with the waiter. Fool.
Oh,
No, because they're all female waiters. Unless
No, there
she's.
isn't. There's a dude that picked up our shit. Was
But
a
he's
dude.
a busboy.
Then he grabbed his hand like, "Where you taking this, papi?
Hey, leave a plate here.
Box this up, papi."
Hey, but when she was walking out,
She looked frustrated.
and she bumped the stroller twice. I was like, what's up
Yeah.
with this kid's out here gotta need a helmet, boy. He's just fucking
Whiplash.
whiplash.
Get him a drum set.
Yeah, but my dad's always talk. Like, I was like, I don't know if like once he starts, because when he's quiet, but when he talks, he's talking, bro.
Uh-huh.
So, oh, he got 2-3 beers, he becomes a different dude. But
Uh-huh.
but when he starts chatting up, I was like, sometimes like it's hard to shut this fool up. So I don't know if he just
So rude.
if he's if he's talking, if he continues like talking to make up this shit,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
or because
I've
he's
seen
just,
it, fam.
or
Yeah.
And other people. Fam.
Yeah.
No. I've been on like dates and they're like, what's true and what's not? And I'm like, I don't even know anymore, but I hate quiet. And then like, I mean,
Uh-huh.
if you're not talking, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I want to sit or be like eating dinner. I mean,
You can't
we're eating-
handle silences?
Well, no, because then hey, dog, we're gonna be silent. We're gonna be doing something. I mean,
Yeah.
Like eat food?
yeah, well, yeah, eat food.
eat this noodle, bitch. Nah.
So I start talking, and yeah, but I get where my dad gets it from. I mean, I think he just doesn't want awkward silence.
Yeah.
Which is, but when he wants awkward silence, you get like.
Well, he'll give you the cold shoulder. That's what you'll be trying.
Oh
to
yeah,
talk to
my
him
dad's
about.
mad. He won't talk to you.
It's a little
The
kid.
longest he's gone for is like 2 days, 3 days.
He's not
Fool's
talking to you?
heated. Oh, no, he won't talk to you at all.
Mm.
Like even if you stand in front of him.
Nah, he won't say shit, dog.
Say yes, no.
Oh yeah, he'll give you one-worded answers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of talking with his eyes. So I always remember when he was pissed, he would just give you a look, and you're like,
Uh-huh.
fuck that.
I think it's just the green eyes. You're not
But he also has green eyes, so like you're like, the fuck's this fool staring at me?
I just catch a whooping. Fam.
Yeah, dude.
No.
Oh, I showed you the photos the other day. I was like, yo, man, like, my Felipe sent me photos of me as a baby, and I'm like, hey, Dad, check these out.
That fool's always had a big ass head though.
Felipe? Who has a fucking melon on that food, dog.
That fool's got a crazy head.
Yo,
fam.
we already had that fool. We need to have that fool on again. I was like, how come you're a psycho as a baby? Fool?
What do
He
you
was
mean?
like 3. Well, he must have been 5. So Chino was 3. No, that makes no sense.
Chino's when you're.
Or was it Mito that was
Chino.
3? It was Chino.
That fool stepped on his hand.
Because Chino would crawl, but Felipe could already walk. So Felipe would stomp on this fool's fucking fingers as the other fool was crawling, dog.
That's hype.
He would follow him around and just stomp on him for freaking little.
Sometimes you got step on fools, dog.
That fool's always had like an authority thing. I remember as kids, that fool would go to your house and he's like, I'm the ruler of this house and every house. So it's like, what is this? He wouldn't say that shit.
He said that with conviction. I was
But he would say that shit, yeah, with moxie, fool. Like, fuck this fool, dog.
like, this piece of shit. Fool. I know this stack pieces of shit that high.
What's the fucking big ass melon though? Fool? If you fucking went against that fool, might just smack you with his big ass head.
Got a big forehead, boy.
That fool-
Pecking order?
that fool might just fucking wrecking ball you, fool. The fool might just let it fly at you, fool. Wow.
What kind of hat you think he wears? An 8? Size 8? Fuck, that's a big melon, dog.
I don't think they self-fits his size.
You know what it says? Size fits all.
I just think he just rocks snapbacks, but he tapes them together because they won't even snap.
With the electrical tape. So just
But then what happened with the picture?
Oh, and I showed him the picture, dog. And I mean, he was a few beers in. It was it might have been that morning, Father's Day or
Sunday.
No, it might have been Monday. No, it was Monday.
It was Monday because you were showing it to me after.
No, it was Monday. Yeah. Yeah, it was Monday.
Just kept telling me what happened to this fool, dog. Look how little he was.
Yeah, I started like, he didn't tear up, but he was just like, he put a smile like, oh shit, like that's my firstborn, fun. And I was like, I wonder if he's like, when he thinks of me, he still thinks as the baby or the failure that I'm at now.
The baby. You're never gonna be able to relive that shit.
Be his kid,
I always try to make a point because they're like, oh, I don't understand why the oldest always gets the more love. I'm like, that's their first kid ever.
You think I get more love than you?
More love? Well, no, you're losing.
They're still taking care of you, dog.
Yeah, that's mad love, B. If that ain't love, dog.
Well, no, I mean,
you're a 27-year-old kid, dog. You piece of shit.
Well, I'm not saying
they don't love you, dog.
I'm not saying they didn't love me. I'm just saying, do you think that they love me more than you?
Praise? Yeah, you're always gonna be the oldest.
Praise? What praise, bro?
You're the oldest kid.
So you think that makes me special? Like that I have a special thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. My mom loves me more than anybody. So.
Sure, but like
you're the baby, no?
I'm a baby. I'm the middle child. I'm my only boy.
You're your youngest boy.
The love of her life.
Only boy.
So my dad wants to get down with me sometimes. Even as a kid, I'd wink at that food.
Still your girl.
Yo, girl, love me, nigga.
And you know it too, boy.
Yeah, I just had that titty, boy.
What if I'm 5?
Deuces, homie.
Deuces.
I guess in one part I was the most frustrating kid because I was the first one that knew nothing. But at the same time, there was something special about it because I was the first one.
Because you were huge.
I feel like a 9-pound baby.
I wasn't that big.
What?
9 pounds like that.
Yeah, I was a big baby, B.
Dude, I was 6.5 pounds. I was tiny.
I think I was like 12 or 16 pounds, B.
Nah, I was like 11.
12 to 16 pounds. That's impossible, dog.
That's a matchup.
It's one of those, man.
Yeah, or 16 pounds, you would have fucking killed your mom, dog.
Well, my mom always says I'm the one that fucked her figure up.
I was a cesarean.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
I almost died at birth, but I sort of fucking got
They cut in too deep.
This was still a shank. I gotta get out with a shank.
Hey, I thought they were coming at me, dog. I was like, "What's up, dog?"
Since birth, they've been coming at this throat.
Because my mom says that she drove up to this hospital, the one you guys were born at, but they turned her away.
Oh, what a bunch of dickheads!
So she went to general, and then when they went to general, they were like, "Hey, your baby might not make it, so we need to give you a C-section, but we need your husband's approval, I guess." And my mom was like, "That nigga's at work, dog." Mm-hmm. So she was like, "Either you cut the baby out and save him, or I'm gonna sue you niggas if he dies." So the Jewy doctor was like, "Hey, fool, we gotta do this stat, bro. There's lawsuits pending, B." And they said I almost died, but they got me out of there because she said I was lazy. That I was not positioned right.
Oh, okay.
But I was too lazy to like keep turning. That it was like, hey, for either I'm born like this, or like I was difficult. For it's either like, hey, it's my way or the highway. If y'all take this loss, fool.
Hey, that's a baby.
Can you whip me? I'm holding on to this kidney.
As a baby, I was like, Dick, either we do it my way or I'm gonna die, B.
This liver's mine.
But then they came at me for the shank, B, so I got hostile, fool, and I kicked the nurse.
They cut those gloves.
Why you bringing knives to this?
What's up, B? We can't just throw hands, B.
Hey, 1v1, fool. No sean montaneros.
That was the first day I got cheap shotted, fool. Some bitch ass slapped me. Fuck that person, though.
I didn't know you almost died. I thought it was because you were too big, fool. So,
I was a big ass baby, too. I also fucked her figure up, fool. After that, she couldn't recover, fool.
Oh, that's why I was like, 12 pounds is a lot. That's a
big ass baby, fool.
My uncle was
13.
But
I've been big my whole life. Huh?
I was either 10 or 11.
Fuck.
Dude, what happened to you, fool?
Hey, I was a chubby fucking baby.
Well, I mean, you're still chubby, fool, but you never grew, fool.
I was only like not even
it makes
7
sense
pounds.
though. I mean,
Yeah, fool, but your stomach was fucked up, fool. The shit was like inside out and shit, fool.
your stomach was fucked
You
up.
would eat and jack, fool.
Heavy.
Dog.
This
I mean, it's I don't
fool smelled like throw up most of his life.
I don't
fool.
understand how.
How you got so huge?
Well,
Oh wait.
that's that's something to ponder. Dog.
That's a pondering one, but
No, I mean they had me, and then she gets pregnant 3 months later. It's like,
daddy's a
bruh,
little horny toad, man.
He's a hornet though.
my mom's just like, nah. He said he would take care of me, which means he said he would pull out, but he didn't. It wasn't quick with it. She's like, he told me he was gonna take care of me. He said he'd use a condom, but then he's all like, well, we married, we don't need that shit.
We Catholic, dog.
I was just like, it's perplexing. It's like, who the fuck has a kid?
Next to ruin that shit for you too. That's why you came all fucked up.
Well, because
The uterine walls.
That's why that had not been done, but 3 months later,
There was literally no nutrients left.
and then this fool's in there now, fool, and this depleted uterus, fool, and he's just trying to bake it out.
it's a
fool.
fucking uterus.
He's been fighting from day one, fool. If was a little soldier, fool.
I'm gonna take it. It was his from day one, baby.
From then you used up shit for him, fool.
Breaking my shoes, big dog.
I still ask my mom why, dude. She's like, oh, your dad said he'd take care of me, but
It worked out though.
yeah,
It worked out
I mean,
for
well,
us.
yeah, I mean, it's like growing up with your best friend. Like it's like growing up with a twin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're a year
little
apart,
goons.
but
Little soldiers.
we're basically. I mean, we're two different people, but like we're.
Oh,
like,
but that's
a lot.
obvious, just because
Mhm.
like
But that's
We
more
like
of like
it,
who we are. But like we love all the same shit.
But that was shaped just because of the way you guys
Your
like,
personalities
were
also.
brought up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because even if we because there's brothers that like, even if that they're that close of an age,
They ain't even close. I find that shit weird.
They throw hands, B.
I don't understand how you can't be close to your brother. I just don't get like how it be like this. Like there's some dude you spend like so much
Somebody
time
you
with.
can't be close to certain family. It's just
Well,
No, it's not the same, dog. Brothers.
there's some people that can't just be close to family.
That's why
just
any
the way it
TV
is.
movie shit with brothers and dads fucks me up
Mm-hmm.
because I already know. Oh,
Brother Bear.
yeah, oh brother.
But there's some people that they're just not close to them because they're not.
Yeah.
That's just family, dog. That's why there's people that have a strange relationship with their parents and their siblings.
But then my parents keep saying, nah, dog, as soon as you both, either of you find girlfriends or get married, it's going to change. Y'all come at each other's throats. I was like, how? Why? Like why would our relationship change?
Well,
like,
did it when you were with somebody? Well, not officially, but
It did.
I guess.
You guys during that time couldn't even see each other for without getting mad at the other one.
That relationship was strange.
But look at me.
Hey, but who made it out though?
I'm living.
Unscathed.
Oh, it's not unscathed, bro. I took some hits.
you hit him a couple of times, bro.
I didn't get shook, though.
That's true. Now,
Shit does change sometimes, huh?
because I understand my dad and his brother. Well, they're like completely different people, but also they're in different countries.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And then my dad's not one to like call people, reach out like
Fuck
that.
no.
That's not his style,
But that's not your
And that-
style
and that's not their style either.
or agent style either.
Mhm.
No.
No,
That's just that you guys live in the same house still.
true. If it wasn't for the Facebook chat, I don't know if we'd be talking all that much like that throughout the day.
Who, all of us?
No, well, yeah, all of us, but no.
I'm talkative because I was raised by women, so I'm a bit of a chatty Cathy.
That's a trip. I don't know. I don't think it would change. I mean,
Well, I don't know, because, I mean, you move out of your house, your life is completely different.
Mhm.
Your life now is zeroed into something else.
Now to hang out, it actually requires an effort.
work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
It's different from, like, showing up and being like, hey, you want to go grab something food? Because he's in the bed next to you,
Yeah.
so it's like...
It would literally have to be calling.
Yeah.
Hey, are you doing anything today? If not,
setting shit up and
it's setting everything up. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean also like the things
That's
you
why
talk about.
that's why it gets sadder when like you're older and like you're a parent and your kids. Bro, for 18 years you had that kid in your house and every day you'd have interaction with them, and now every year you have less and less because they have their own lives too now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That is kind of a trip when like people you hung out with or like your kids become strangers, like, and not strangers because you always will know them, but they're off and about doing.
So you don't know what they're doing now, or you don't.
Their
know
life has
that.
deviated in a sense.
Well, yeah, you're not a central part of their life anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, you're not an everyday part of their life. I think you still
that's
like
central part.
Yeah,
like,
okay. That's like
Think about
central
it.
feels like important. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you're still important.
They're important. They're just not a central part of your life, though.
Right.
Because it's like, if someone's important, they're central, so that means you're gonna try to make an effort every day.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, either you'll hit them up or because there's people that don't live with you, and you text them every day if you needed to, because they're central, you know.
Yeah, your bookie,
your side chick, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So it's a 10-4.
10-4s all around. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, you stop becoming central, which sucks to hear. Like that's a fucked up thing to hear. It's like, oh, my parents aren't a central part of my life anymore, even though they were you like for the first 18 years. They were you like a central part of your life, and now they're not anymore. I mean, you still love them to death, and they're really important, but you know what I mean?
Because sometimes we'll hear like, "Oh, your uncle never calls grandma, you know, whatever the fuck," and I'll be like, "I'm finna be like that too." I don't got roaming minutes. The hell? No, I'll ask Agent like, "You think that's how we're gonna be?" He's like, "Fuck, you think probably."
I'm like, dude, I hardly ever talk to anyone when I'm at home. So it's like, what do you think?
You make an effort sometimes.
Yeah,
I
mean,
think he does. He has lunch and dinner with your mom most of the time. Goes and sits over there.
yeah, because I'm like, the fuck, like, this is the best way
to communicate and just
well,
have
yeah,
a
because
conversation.
eventually, like, this is not gonna happen. Like,
Exactly.
Arthur probably doesn't see his parents as much because he lives by himself.
Yeah.
Even Juan, he lives in a little garage, a little Harry Potter vato.
I'm a little Harry Potter cat. I'm the boy who lived. They try to get me out birth.
The fucking Voldemort.
Like I see my mom every day, but that's only because she makes me what's it called?
Breakfast?
Lunch before I go into work.
No,
and I talk with her, and sometimes I'll run late because I'm talking to her. Or like when I go on my days off up there and I talk to her. But like this week that my mom went to Mexico, I didn't go upstairs at all because I didn't need to.
Yeah. Oh, is she in Mexico right now?
Well, she got back already, but like I didn't need to.
Well, she was out there.
I love that you called her and told her I'm getting married. And instead of just
a part of her, she was like
part of her was
believing it, dog.
She was like, "Boy, let me talk to someone else. I want to see what the fuck is happening." Because
straight up, she was like,
"It's weird that she doesn't know like you're automatically joking because she knows you're out here, boy."
Well, no one knows when I'm joking or not. So that's the thing about me, man. I say things with the same face every time, and I laugh the same way every time. That you don't know if it's true or not, man.
Yeah,
you don't know if I've killed people and now they're buried under my house. Fools don't know, man.
Low key, she's like, "Stop playing. Stop playing. Wait, let me talk to someone there, boy, because I don't know what the fuck's happening." You clicked on her? Did you text her? Like, nah,
I told her afterwards. It was for the YouTubes, and then she was like,
"Idiot."
No, she told me, see what happens to you.
Oh.
She said, "Vas a ver, grosero," which is like,
yeah, like potty mouth,
like asshole,
yeah,
or like rude, or
right,
like whatever, or mean, like, oh, you'll see, whatever the fuck, like see what happens to you, or whatever the fuck. Because she's always told me if I ever pranked her for a YouTube prank that she'd beat the fuck out of me. But I told her reality, I was like, you can't take me anymore. And then she's like, yeah, most likely, but I know niggas that will. I'm like, bring them too, dog.
The doctor?
The doctor was
nice.
That was
gonna show up with the little fucking scalpel.
I came to finish you off, motherfucker.
You're the one who was supposed to die, B.
They try to get me.
I don't know. There's a lot of...
But yeah. But even for that whole week, I didn't go upstairs, even though my dad was here, but I just...
Fuck that fool?
Like, on site. No. No, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, I would wake up, I'd have food downstairs anyway, so I was all good to go. I didn't see any... Like, my younger sister would be like, oh, let me cook you something, but I'm like, I'm cool, dog.
It's not the same. You ain't my mom.
Where's my mama? But that's just, and that's me living in the same house as people.
So when you leave, you feel like
I think I'll try to make an effort. For sure, for my mom, I'll try to make an effort.
Yeah, I make an effort for my mom. I call her every day.
Just because that's my mom.
You call her every day?
Mm-hmm.
How about for your pops?
Nah, I feel bad about that. I should probably call him at least once a week.
Do you think he asks her like, "Oh, how's art?"
Almost there.
Maybe.
All parents do.
Maybe.
No, it's not a maybe. It's a yes. I've had conversations with older fathers, and they always say like, as much as they've had like whatever kind of relationship with their son, like they always ask their like they're asking mom like, oh, how's so and so doing, or like, oh, did he call, or like, oh, did he come today?
Yeah,
because you got to think like, man, when they get older, they start realizing like we're really reflective, as are women, but like we start getting reflective, and we're idiots because we come to things a little later than them because they're more in tune with like emotions and like with the whole nurturing of children, so they've had a different experience than most men. So they realize things later.
Feeding my mom false information just so she relays some mad crazy shit to my dad.
So they do ask. It's just
Yeah.
It's the whole reaching out part that like gets them.
Yeah.
But I told my dad Happy Father's Day. I texted him Happy Father's Day. He told me thanks, homie.
Well, you didn't text him. You sent him a picture of you.
No, I did both.
I
texted him first. I was like, "Hey, Happy Father's Day."
And then he put his joke.
Then hop on Facebook, me being me. Just a little wink at him. Just throw it at him. Happy little wink.
When you send him, you going like kissing at, throwing little kisses at him.
He probably laugh.
Yeah,
because he finds me funny, which is cool.
Even if he did, he's your son. When you're not gonna laugh.
That's your boy.
It's a little fruta.
Fucking fruit.
Este güey pinta.
So damn, you call your moms every day to talk about your day. Or
literally, our conversations may go from 15 to an hour.
But what do you guys talk about?
Just hey, how are you doing?
Your
Everything
day?
cool?
Yeah.
Basically.
Me and my mom.
Everything
talk shit about
good?
my dad most of the time.
You still alive? Boom. And then if she has something to say about the other house or any conversation she has, I'll listen to her.
Oh, okay. So then she starts talking shit about other people, the house.
So it's basically like if she has something to say, she'll let me know. And if there's nothing to say, our conversations maybe last 15 minutes.
Are you do you call her and just bullshit her, like talk her ear off sometimes?
I think maybe like 2
I got
or 3
a lap
times.
dance today, mom.
Quiet, dude.
Does she watch the YouTube or no?
I don't know what she watches.
I show my mom the YouTube, the ones I think are funny.
Yeah.
Which are the ones that usually are just challenges or stuff like that. Because those you don't really have to understand much.
Yeah, no, I don't really talk about the podcast or anything like that. But
Try
I
to tell
do
her,
keep up with I keep her up with like my work and all that kind of shit. And I don't know, it's a chill just to talk to them for 15 minutes, even if like there's nothing really to say because we talked the previous day for an hour. So it's like for every hour or 2 hour conversation we have, there's like 3 or 4 15 minutes of like, hey, you good? Everything's chill.
Yeah.
That basic stuff.
You haven't burned the house down?
Basically, yeah.
You haven't killed yourself?
Basically.
My conversation with my mom are mostly talking shit about my dad.
I always know if I wanted it. Like, if I want to do that, I was just like, Doug, I could just...
But we do it as a venting thing, because that dude's crazy.
He's
but he's really sensitive, so it's like, what are you going to do, fool?
You need someone to vent to?
You call that fool out, that fool starts getting crazy, fool. So
he's an ogre fool with a soft heart.
That fool's a little pussy boy. he's a softie, fool. Mm-hmm. That's why that fool can't take it, fool, when you start ripping back at him, fool.
He could only throw him for what he can't take him.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to laugh shit off. He's not like me and my mom where we could like laugh shit off.
Mm-hmm.
Like today, like tomorrow, I'm probably gonna laugh about it with my mom. Cause
about what?
That's just what we do.
Oh, about the whole marriage thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you see her, she'll be like, "What the fuck was that about?" And you're like, "Ah, just clowning."
She did get worried for a second though. For that. She's like, I have to be there
because she kept saying like, "I gotta be there. You can't just get married."
Exactly.
Are you fucking crazy?
Because she was in shock at first, but as soon as you said,
Well,
I'm
she's
going
like,
to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas tonight. She was like, nah, fuck no. You ain't doing that shit.
No, she just said if
Yeah.
there's a possibility it is gonna
Yeah.
happen, she's like, I gotta be there. Like,
Yeah.
you're my son. Be
I
like,
love how she wasn't asking for Nesta, she was asking for me. 'Cause
Yeah.
no, she asked for me, but she's like, oh, ahorita Adrián estaba riéndose. Pass me Adrian too. The first thing
I just heard
she's
Adrian.
I
just heard her
I
ask
had
for
to be
Adrian.
responsible, but everyone knows that.
Because
Even though they-
go along with the joke. So she could get a straight answer out of Adrian.
I'll be like, no, señora, se consiguió una fucking güerita. dog."
nah, something that would piss her off.
A Cuban,
Colombian,
A
Cuban.
Cuban fool.
Oh, es una cubana.
What?
What?
And then she gets mad.
That's a trip. Try to just text your mom. Hey, can you tell dad I love her?
What?
Just tell your mom to tell your dad that you love him.
I always, yeah. It's not a big deal.
No, I'm not saying it's a weird thing. We'll just
It's
keep
just funny. fool.
keep having conversations like, hey, can you tell dad this?
Oh, but not tell her I love her? Just like...
No. Yeah, sure. But
like, hey,
just tell her, hey,
good looking out. Can you tell Pops I love him?
just keep relaying messages to your dad, but through your mom. Like, hey, tell dad I love him.
Nah.
Hey,
Weird.
why?
That's funny.
Because
That
it's
sounds
like,
hilarious.
it's like...
Because then
part
she's
of
like,
it,
hey, Art's acting weird. He says he
Yeah,
loves
well-
you. And then she's like, what?
Well, that's not the weird thing. It'd be like, why are you using me as a third party? You have his number.
I'm
No,
not
yeah.
speaking to him right now. fool.
Right? It's like,
Nah, I don't-
I'm saying nice things, but I'm like, I'm not talking to that dude.
No, that's why I think it's funny because you, hey, daddy didn't raise no homo, dog, first of all. I'll tell him I love him, but you gotta
But
tell.
he got one.
Hey, that's not up to him. That's up to fucking nature, bro.
That's gotta be a sweet shader. fool.
In a pinch, dog? Whatever.
That doesn't even count though, fool. That's jail shit. Fool.
What?
Hey, you're doing the time, fool? You guys want to play the game a little bit?
What?
No?
No, I think we got
could
enough
save
Nah, we
time.
can save it, right?
Yeah, we could save it for another time.
I don't know, some real adult shit right here, boy. I love the using the boy and then adding either bitch boy,
Fuck
pussy
boy.
boy, fuck boy. All the different iterations of boy make me laugh, just because they're stupid. But yeah,
Because you're a bitch boy.
guys, if you've been listening, thank you. If you enjoyed this or got anything from this, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and text your moms to tell your dads that you love them. And then
I
after
said Happy Father's Day.
see like something like that, that'd be funny, dude.
That's not funny. That's rude as fuck.
And then when
You
she
gotta
asks
get
like, why
him
can't
up.
you just text her? If
Yeah.
I lost his number, like, can you just
No.
do it for me? Yeah, if you guys could just subscribe, leave a comment, leave a
Wanna
like.
See me right now.
What do you think your mom would do if you said, "Hey, what's dad's number?"
She'd be like, "What happened? Did all your phone numbers get erased?"
Nah, I never saved it, B.
Well, I still have phone numbers in my phone, but I have it memorized, so it's not that big of a
I
thing.
find that so weird for why you just won't put in the time to like
Yeah, like,
dad, mom, brother.
In a crunch, if you ever were to need their number, it's good to have the number in your head.
oh, do you memorize numbers?
Mhm.
Oh,
no, but I'm
Well,
saying,
no, I like for you guys.
important.
Yeah. For my brother, my mom, and my dad, I have it memorized.
What about
But
their
for,
house
like-
numbers?
You don't have a house.
Oh, you don't have
Well,
a house?
Yeah,
phone?
we do have house phones, but yeah, I know
This
those
was a
too.
little
But I've
house.
known that from like my whole.
this was a little
It's the
house
same
phone.
one. But like I said, like for you guys, I
Wait,
know
you
the
have a house
first
phone at
three.
your house?
Huh?
Is there a way we can reach you straight to your house?
No,
You don't have a landline, though?
I don't have a
Oh.
number.
Well, because if Art has a landline, I want to know that it can
That's
reach him
high,
there.
fool.
fool. This is I'm real retro. Fool. I got a landline. Fool. If he has a landline, I want to dial that. Fool. I want to see what's cracking with that shit. Man. The
Yeah,
0323. Fool.
If you ever need a call from someone else's cell phone, it's probably good to have that number in your head.
What number?
That's what I'm saying.
Either
Like,
that of your
I just
parents or your
ballparked
brother.
this phone.
Because then you get in
when I use my
contact.
call from jail, I was just like, fuck it. Either I get it right or I don't. Fool. If not, I'll be out in a day, so it's all good. Fool.
111.
I didn't. I was off by like one number, fool,
No.
so it was close enough. Fool.
who'd you call, your sister?
I call my mom. Fool. That was what I call.
Hmm.
I just tell her, hey, I'm gonna be here for a day. Like, chill out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Not to bail me out, nigga. That's
No.
pussy shit. Fool.
Just giving her heads up that
Hey, I'm
everything
not
is
like,
not
yeah.
home.
but you called her hella late because it was the next.
He got locked up hella late.
He,
Yeah.
it was like
oh, could I save my call to wait till she wakes up?
it was noon already. We were watching TV and she called me.
Oh, well, I'm saying I didn't get the number right, so that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't get the
He
number.
was off by one number.
I was off by one number.
Oh, so you
So
she
So I
you
was
never
just
give a
like,
heads up,
fuck
that's
it.
why-
It is what it is now.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got the one call.
But by then they knew already. They already knew what it was.
No, they knew when I told them. I had to call her.
I think she already knew what it was.
Well, she had a feeling. She's like, "What do you think it is? You think he's in jail?" And I'm like, "Well, let me check." So the minute I googled it, and then I had to call her back, and I was the one who's like, "Yeah, your son's in jail."
In jail.
And he's like, "Pinches, y ya le dije que fucking if he's gonna drink to take a fucking Uber."
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Yeah, it happens." I don't know. And I
Yeah.
felt bad. And I'm like, "Oh, well, let me go see if we can get him out." And he's all like, "Oh, can you pick up? This was Pops too." And I'm like, "Yeah."
That's not the story they tell me, but yeah.
What did they tell you that I was
That you
freaking
were
out?
in desperation trying to get back.
I mean,
Because
I-
honestly, my mom's method is leave them in there. Fool.
That's the only
That's
way
our
to learn.
that's our sound stance on people going to jail. Fool. Leave them in there, bro.
Let him learn his lesson.
Why
His
post bail?
Pops was the one that wanted to bail him out.
Yeah.
He's softy, fool. He's told you.
But my dad's a pussy boy. That wanted to get bailed out too. Fool. But me and my mom were like, for what? That's a waste of $500. Fool.
Yeah.
Wait, but when you go to court, when are they gonna give me the $500 back?
No, well, no.
I don't-
They don't. They do it.
Bail is they're just
It's
They
Hold
do
it
when
is
they
till you
go.
go.
Fool.
I thought they take a.
There's fees and
There's
shit.
still fees and shit, B.
well,
Well, because the bail, you only pay 10% of it at
Yeah.
the bail bonds.
uh-huh.
So your real bail's like 5,000 or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they'll get their 5,000 back, but they charge you the 10%.
Yes.
So you will not get back to 500.
Oh, I
Mhm.
see. I see.
Yeah. But when the bail's more, you still have to pay the bail bonds people, but then you have to put collateral just in case you don't make it, so they
Exactly.
can still get the money that they gave to the court or the.
Within
yeah,
the
but I
value.
mean, obviously, if it was a fucking 100K, I was like, well, I can't do that. I thought it was like, oh, to
Yeah,
get
but time is time.
to get this
Fair
fool
shit.
out for $300 and he doesn't have to chill there, whatever.
I was having a good time. Fool.
It's true. We never really talked about that shit. We'll talk about
think we did.
for the
We did.
4th of July.
we had a whole pod on
No,
it.
no,
didn't.
we did.
Yeah, we did.
No, we never.
I think so.
We never talked about it because he
No,
hadn't
we
gone through court and all that shit and how he got popped for the DUI.
I guess we never officially talked about it then.
There's a lot of hints at it, but there was nothing.
Nothing
official.
solidified. Nothing.
It was a solid.
That you can
It
look
was a
up.
solid day.
No, he made a day out of it.
I had fun.
So what was the story they
I
told?
think
Because
people were more. Other people were
Your-
more worried than I was.
your sister was
The people
calling
that
me-
worried are my older sister worries. My dad worried because, like I say, he's a pussy boy. He's soft.
Uh-huh.
My mom, not so much.
I
Because
was
she
worried.
knows, like, we're going to make it out. Like, it's not like I'm going to die in jail. Be like, this
Hey, the other doctors almost tried to take you out. What you think an inmate's gonna do with his shit? Fool?
Like, if they could come at me, B. I got connection there, fool.
I'm a 13-pound baby. Nigga. What's up? Fool?
I'll throw my head at him, fool.
Uh,
But that's why it's. And my little sister worries, but that's because they got the same pussy boy blood.
so everyone except your mom.
Me and my mom are the ones that.
I don't
It's
know
because
if
me
she
and my
would-
mom have cooler heads than
But
most
also, it's
people.
like she's gone through it before. Your pops got popped, so she already knows what was gonna happen.
That's why we live lives.
Like she already knew what was like what the dealio was. I didn't know. I've never had anybody close to me even fucking get up with fucking parking tickets. I don't know. They hit me
We
up.
come from families who
I-
were goons.
I Google your name, inmate, fucking Juan Calderon. I'm like, oh fuck, it's real. I had just seen you and I knew you were fucked up. I was like, fuck, here we go. So I'm like, well, that's why I had just stopped working. Like that was like one of my last few
you
days.
can
I'm
use
like,
your LAFD connects.
straight show up, fool, fucking keep flashing my fucking little
My badge.
my little badge. I was like, hey, we're all workers. We all work for the city, okay? So let's get
I'm
some.
here to see if we're at capacity, sir. I'm the fire marshal. B.
Hey, I'm shutting this whole shit down. I see at least 9 violations.
You fools are breaking code right now.
No, yeah. So then, I don't know. Your mom called me first, and then
I mean, but we could talk about it another one.
yeah,
though.
we'll talk about it in a
We don't
pod.
gotta talk about it right now.
Facts.
What
But
was
I did
this?
worry. I wanted to bail you out.
I was like, this fool's a little pussy boy. Fool. He loves me too much.
Fag. All right, guys, that's probably it for this week. I'm Nestor.
Yo, what's up, dog? I'm convicted.
I'm Adrian.
I'm a criminal.
And I'm
boy.
Arthur.
You guys have a week.
Cheers.